No hospitals, no antibiotics, no painkillers, no vaccines. For over 99% of human history, getting sick was a death sentence waiting to happen. A simple infection could kill a healthy adult in days. A bad fever could wipe out an entire tribe. So here's the real question. If medicine as we know it didn't exist, how did any of our ancestors survive long enough for us to be here today? Today, we treat a cold as an inconvenience. For early humans, sickness was one of the top killers, right up there with starvation and predators. Without understanding bacteria, viruses, or infection, ancient people had no idea why someone got sick. Many believed illness came from angry spirits, curses, or the wrath of nature itself. But even without modern science, evolution had already given them tools to fight back. Tools we still use today, just dressed differently. Long before anyone understood contagion, early humans practiced a crude form of quarantine. Sick individuals were often separated from the group, not out of cruelty, but survival instinct. Tribes that isolated the sick lost fewer members. Tribes that didn't sometimes vanished entirely. This single behavior, staying away from the visibly ill, may be one of the oldest disease prevention strategies in human history, predating germ theory by tens of thousands of years. Ancient humans were far from helpless. Through generations of trial, error, and observation, they built an entire pharmacy out of the natural world. Willow bark, rich in a compound similar to modern aspirin, was chewed to relieve pain and fever. Certain mosses and fungi were packed into wounds because they slowed infection. Honey, naturally antibacterial, was used to treat cuts and burns thousands of years before anyone knew what antibacterial meant. This wasn't guesswork passed down once. It was knowledge tested, refined, and carried across hundreds of generations. Here's something most people don't realize. Fever itself isn't the enemy. It's a defense mechanism. When body temperature rises, it creates a hostile environment for many pathogens while supercharging the immune response. Ancient humans didn't understand the biology, but they understood the pattern. Those who sweated it out by a fire, wrapped in furs, sometimes pulled through. It wasn't magic. It was the oldest immune strategy in the animal kingdom, dating back millions of years before humans even existed. But let's be honest, for every survival story, there were countless tragedies. Archaeological evidence shows ancient life expectancy often hovered around 25 to 35 years. Infant mortality was brutally high. Entire communities could be erased by a single outbreak. The humans who did survive sickness weren't necessarily the strongest. They were often the luckiest, or the ones whose bodies carried small genetic advantages we still benefit from today. Every plague, every harsh winter, every outbreak acted as a filter. The humans who survived passed on immune traits slightly better suited to fighting infection. Over tens of thousands of years, this shaped the human genome itself. Some scientists believe certain immune-related genes we carry today exist specifically because our ancestors faced repeated waves of disease. In a very real sense, your immune system is a living monument, built from everyone who survived long enough to have children. This ancient trial and error process never really stopped. It evolved. Willow bark became aspirin. Mold observation became penicillin. Quarantine instinct became modern epidemiology. Every advanced treatment we have today is built on a foundation laid by people who had nothing but observation, desperation, and time. We didn't leave the past behind. We built on top of it. Next time you take a painkiller, treat a cut, or simply survive a bad flu, remember, you're not just using modern medicine. You're benefiting from over 100,000 years of human trial, error, instinct, and resilience. If you found this fascinating, subscribe. Because next time, we're exploring how ancient humans survived something even scarier, each other.